I'm Sharon Bill. Welcome to my Music Theory Tuition series where I work with you step by step through the ABRSM Discovering Music Theory grades. I'll work through every single exercise and explain everything you need to know. You can access information about the books I have available to help you on my website. Go to sharonbill.com. For advert-free and longer lessons, you can become a patron at patreon.com/SharonBill. If you can give me a like, that would be super, and please do subscribe to my channel to stay updated. You can support this channel by buying me a coffee at buymeacoffee.com/SharonBill. Let's press on, moving on to pages 51 and 52 of the Grade 5 Discovering Music Theory workbook, where we get the opportunity to describe the chords as implied by a melody line. Everything that we've covered so far, nothing changes, it's all there, it's the same principles. We just now apply that principle to a melody line where we will find the majority of the harmony notes of a chord, and we may even find some extra in between passing notes that just fill in the steps between, and we just choose the best fit to describe, because every melody always describes or implies a harmony. Even melody lines are built out of harmonic implications, because the harmonies are kind of the bones of the music. It would be, if you imagine a sung melody with a chordal accompaniment, that's what's being implied here. So let's have a look at exercise 5. We always have to find out what key we're in, choose the options for the chords, and then that will give us the information that we need. And so let's just have a look at exercise A in great detail. And so if we're in the key of G major, we could be in G major, we could be in E minor, but E minor would require a D sharp, which isn't there, no raised seventh, so we must be in the major key. And so we're choosing in G major from chords 1, 2, 4 and 5, G, A, C and D. Let's just fill in the triads. We may only get part of these. Of course it's F sharps, but that's in your key signature. Your key signature will deal with that. And so here we have a G, a C, a C. They are the harmony notes. The B, we can see that's going to be chord 4. G and C gives us 2/3 of the chord 4. The B isn't a harmony note, it's just filling in the gap as we move down. It's a passing note, just passing through in step, just filling in that gap. And so we can see we've got chord 4, and then here we have a D and an A. Now chord 4 in a cadence point could go to chord 1, which would be G, B or D. The D is there, but we've got an A, so that won't do. However, D and A is 2/3 of chord 5, and 4 to 5 is an imperfect cadence, and so we can see what's going on there. Let's have a go at exercise B. And so we could be in F major, we could be in D minor. D minor would require a C sharp. That's how we know it's in F major. We're told here that we're just in major keys, but it's as well to think why. And so we're in F major, so chords 1, 2, 4 and 5. F, G, B, C. Of course it's B flat, but your key signature will deal with that. Then we'll build the triads. So here we have a D, an F and a B flat. That's chord 4. Now this, it could go to chord 5 for imperfect, or it could go to chord 1 for a perfect cadence. It's got to be one of those two options. Here we have an F and an A, and that's enough to tell us we're going to chord 1, because chord 5 has none of those in. Here that's 2 out of the 3, and so we can see that we're going to chord 1. And so we can deduce the cadence through what's expected and then what we've been given here, the majority of the chords there. And we may not always get even the full story, we may only get one note, but we can kind of know what should be following to make the cadence point. We've only got a certain number of options to give the prescribed cadence. So I better just say that's a plagal cadence, isn't it? That's the gentle sort of amen close. And so we may not get absolutely every clue, but we can use everything that we've learned so far to deduce what's going on. And so here we're in B flat major. So B flat, 1, 2, 4 and 5. And so B, C, D, E, F. Of course there's flats there, but we leave that to the key signature. C, E, G, B, F, A, C. And so here we have an A and a C. We can't have A, B flat and C. However, we can say that's the harmony note of chord 5. That's the harmony note of chord 5. That's not a harmony note, that's a passing note, just passing through by step. We've got the majority of chord 5. Now we know that we've got to go from 5 to 1. I guess it could be 5 to 5, but we're not going to have repeated harmonies, we can see that. It's got to go to chord 1 for a perfect cadence. We've only got one note, B flat, and we know that that's got to be chord 1. We've got enough to tell us it's a perfect cadence. Let's press on. So here we're in the key of E major. Again, if your chords don't fit, you know you've got your key wrong, so it's really just checking that you've got your major keys to hand, and this is where the circle of fifths really comes in handy, so you can quickly reference, just sketch your circle of fifths down and then know for sure that you've got your correct keys. If your chords aren't making any sense, you've got your wrong key signature. So chords 1, 2, 4 and 5 are our options. We're in E major, so E, F, G, A, B, E, G, B, F, A, C, E, B, D, F. Of course there are sharps and things, but your key signature will deal with that. So let's see what notes we've got here. So we have a C. Now we've got a G here. And then here we've got an A. And then here we've got an F sharp. So it's F sharp, C sharp and A. The key signature takes care of all of that. Then we can see we've got 2/3. We've got all of the chord F, A, C. Actually, we've got the whole chord. It's just this one doesn't quite fit. That's just a little ornamental extra note, as it were. We've got enough to tell us we've got chord 2. And then we know that any chord to chord 5 is an imperfect cadence. That's the only option that we've got here. And we can see that we've got a B and a B, which gives us just one part of chord 5, but it's enough to tell us we're on the right lines, because it's got to be chord 5 that can be the only option to follow chord 2 at a cadence point. And so that's our imperfect cadence, because anything to chord 5 is imperfect. Now here we have a key signature of 3 flats. We know we're in the major keys. That's E flat major. And so 1, 2, 4 and 5. So we have E, F, G, A, B flat, E, G, B, F, A, C, A, C, E, B, D, F. Of course there are flats there, but your key signature deals with all of that. So let's see what we've got going on here. we have an A, we have, that's not a note, that's a passing note, that's not a harmony note, it's just passing between the harmony notes by step, that's an F, that's a C, that G is the one that we can't explain as part of the chord, it's just passing through, filling in the harmony line a little bit in between those harmonies, and so we can see that F, A, C is chord 2. And again, we know that it's got to go to chord 5 for the imperfect cadence. None of the other cadence progressions will work. And so let's see, we've got a B flat and a D, and that's enough to tell us we're on chord 5. So that's that one completed, telling us that we are definitely in an imperfect cadence. Let's turn over, and if you haven't done so already, I do suggest that you press pause and try these last two on your own. So I'm hoping that you've had a go of this. And let's now just check this through together. So we've got a key signature of 3 sharps, and in a major key that must be A major. So A, B, C, D, E, A, C, E, B, D, F, D, F, A, E, G, B. So let's see what we've got here in the bass clef. So that's an A, a G, obviously G sharp, F, D. So D, F, A would be chord 4. The G is not part of that, that's a passing note. Just filling in by step in between the harmonies. You usually find that the harmony notes will be on the strong beat and then the passing note will be on the weak beat. That's a normal thing, not absolutely, but it's a good clue as well. And we've got the chord DFA, that's the best fit. And so we can pretty much guess it's going to be a plagal cadence 4-1. So although we've not got many notes, we can kind of guess what's going to come. We have a C sharp to an A, which is 2/3 of the chord with just one note missing. And so that does confirm 4-1 is our plagal cadence. And then finally, so here, let's see what key we're in here. So this is the key signature of A flat major. So actually we could save writing all of that out again because our key note is A. This time it's flat rather than the key signature of A major, but the key signature will do all of the work for us. So you could just save yourself some time in writing all of that out again. So we have an F, a B, a D, B, so of course it's B flat, D, F, and then we've got this A here. So B, D, F is chord 2. That's not a harmony note, that's a passing note. We can see it's just passing through, filling in the step to the next note. Just a step, just passing through. That's our non-harmony note, so that's chord 2. And so really, I think we can guess that it's going to be chord 5 because that's the only cadence that can have chord 2 leading to this end chord. And so we have here an E, F, G. So we have the E and the G. Of course it's E flat to G. That's not a harmony note, that's the passing note, just passing through, but it's enough to tell us that it's going to chord 5 for our imperfect cadence. I hope this is helpful to your studies. Please do like and subscribe to stay updated. If you'd like to support this channel, you can buy me a coffee, and for advert-free lessons you can become a patron. Do visit my website where you'll find many resources available to help you. Visit sharonbill.com. Thanks for watching. Bye.